darlings, I hope you're doing great and welcome back to my channel and to another video. So since we are still in the winter time, although I'm starting to sniff some springy vibes, but only from time to time, we're still very much in winter, at least where I live. I thought that this is a great time to finally show you the best fragrances when it comes to cold weather. They cut through the cold incredibly. They will give you a beautiful scent bubble, and not only they're cozy and enveloping, but also they're very projecting, and a lot of them are very sexy. So I think you're gonna find here something you definitely need this winter. Also, you can use them skiing or après-ski, to be specific. They're gonna be beautiful. All right, so let's start. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. This helps me a lot, and the more of you are here, the more I'm able to purchase the fragrances for review and also share my thoughts more often. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So the first fragrance, I haven't shown it on my channel for a while, I feel like. But maybe just because I didn't want you to get bored with it, and that is La Belle Le Parfum. While the original version is, to me, perfect all year round if you like a sweet vanilla, this one is just fantastic for cold weather during the winter time or late autumn. This is so beautiful. This is sweet, this is very vanillic, but it also has so many different facets comparing to the original. This one is definitely darker. I would also say it is a little bit more mature and sexier. I also feel like there's quite a bit of white florals in here that are not listed. Yeah, I definitely get some whiffs of like jasmine or something a little bit more indolic. Just gorgeous fragrance. If you don't have it already, what are you doing, guys? You absolutely have to have this. I know that designer prices went up like crazy these days, but I will of course make sure to find something for you and link down below. If there's a discount or something, I will also mention it in the description. So yes, La Belle Le Parfum is definitely my ride or die fragrance. I mainly use it in cooler weather. Hence, of course, it's on this list. But yeah, all year round, I would go with the original, and specifically for date nights and cold weather, I would go with Le Parfum. So the projection and longevity are incredible. Same with the OG, so you don't have to worry about that. So that's the first one. The second one that I have here is from a new collection of Navitus, and this is for everyone who like oud and beautiful contemporary blends of oud. And this is their Oriental collection. This is Luxe Absolu in this gorgeous new bottle. I absolutely love those new bottles. I do have a discount code for this, and I think you can get quite a bit money off while purchasing with my code, so try it out. Luxe Absolu for me is just incredible of an oud. This has some saffron and rose, of course, but also this is just so there is something to it that I am just in love with, like in love with. This is such a sexy, sweet oud, not too much rose. We're not going into the direction of Lancôme Oud Bouquet. No, no, no. To me, it's kind of like Serre Shayla from Swiss Arabian, a little bit, but way better. Like, these are only natural ingredients, real oud. You get everything. Here, you get the full package of luxury with a good price, but this is incredibly beautiful, incredibly beautiful. It has a little bit of that stronger of an oud, but all those other notes that are in here just mesh with it so well that you're not going to be bothered with it at all. Trust me, I really, really don't like those ouds that are either barnyard or get into that like a rubber smell. like a burnt tire. Oh, I just hate it. I hate it. And since I stopped wearing that much of a nude, I really detect that burnt tire smell. And this one doesn't have it at all. It is just phenomenal. And guys, the magic in here is in the dry down. Like the dry down, so smooth, so suave. Also, I feel like as it's drying down, it not only gets sweeter, but it also gets a little bit fresher. Just amazing, amazing. One of the sexiest ouds on the market these days. Trust me, I've tried so many ouds because I love them, especially that oud vanilla rose combination. This is the best for me at the moment. So check it out. It's 125 ml, so you get quite a bit more comparing to Navitus usual size, and it's so worth it. Like Luxe Absolu, if you are to get anything from that collection, this I feel like is the flagship fragrance of that whole collection. I love it. I love it. So that is my beautiful winter oud of choice. Next, I have a cheapie, but really a goodie, and not many people talk about it, which is a shame because this is such a unique gourmand fragrance with oriental touches. And this is Areej Oud Anaqa from Orientica. And as you can see, it has this very particular bottle and it looks beautiful on the counter. Really, really beautiful. Here you get 50 ml. And guys, this fragrance is to die for. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful to the point that I sometimes spray all over my room just to be able to smell it throughout the day because it will stay. So good. There is nothing I can compare it to, guys, so I'm very, very sorry. But the only thing that I don't like is that it has like a hole in a cap and you have to click it in the right place. Yeah, so that's the only thing I don't like about the packaging. But on the other hand, thanks to that, it kind of stays sturdy. See, I can even like, yeah, it's sturdy. So this, it's just such a beautiful gourmand, guys. I'm not gonna say it's like super vanillic, or it is just like caramelly, a little bit woody. Yeah, it's like a floral toffee. Like it's so hard to explain this one, but to me it's like a floral toffee, like a gloopy caramel with a little bit of florals in there. Yeah, at least that's what I'm smelling. The longevity is incredible on this, and Orientica makes really good fragrances, that I have to admit for sure. And this was a massive surprise for me because I didn't really enjoy other ones from this collection, but this is incredible. So yes, Areej Oud Anaqa, fantastic fragrance, especially for winter. Next, what do I have here? Something that you're gonna be like, I'm not sure if I want to wear it, but trust me, girl, if you're a girl watching, don't be afraid of this fragrance. This is gonna sort you out for the whole winter. This is Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privee. So it comes in this like brownish bottle. So that's what you have to look for. This is incredible. If you like fragrances that are a little bit like balmy, irisy, creamy, a little bit woody and sweet at the same time, this is it. Like, I know you might be put off by the fact that it's, you know, gentleman, but girl, trust me on this one. This is incredible. So this is like a, again, irisy, creamy, sweet whiskey fragrance. Oh, and it's also a little bit nutty on top of that. Like, do you need anything else? If you love Dior Homme Intense, if you like all those fragrances that are just so beautiful and smooth and very sexy and sensual, you're gonna be in love. And actually, so many of you, girls in particular, bought it upon my recommendation. and you guys always tell me how much you love it. So it only shows me that it's not only me being crazy, because to me all fragrances are unisex with some exceptions. This is just fantastic for women, for men. Also, you can easily mix it with some lighter vanillas and something very feminine. It's just gonna work, okay? It is just going to work. It is boozy, it is balmy, it is very sensual, and of course you get that beautiful creamy powdery iris here. Beautiful fragrance, gorgeous one. So this I'm actually wearing quite a lot, and I couldn't be happier. I mix it a lot with Ooh La La from Theo Cabanel, but this one is definitely more wintry. So this is gonna cut through the cold perfectly. So that's the third one on my list. Okay, speaking of Theo Cabanel, of course, the ultimate perfect winter fragrance is Café Cabanel. And this is a gorgeous, buttery, milky, there's literally butter and milk, spicy, creamy vanilla with a lot of coffee. That's how I would describe it. Spicy vanilla with a lot of coffee and milky, buttery facets. Absolutely amazing. This also lasts so well on your skin and on your clothes. The bottle is beautiful. Love it. It is sweet, but there is something to it that makes it not as sweet, you know, that spiciness, that coffee here, that's a little bit dry and bitter. Perfect blend. This is actually one of the most popular Theo Cabanel fragrances, but I highly encourage you to check out the rest, because I have so many favorites from the brand that I keep showing you. But you do have to definitely, you know, take a plunge and just try them. Just try them because they're beautiful, and this one is, I feel like, the best winter fragrance from the whole brand. Also one of the best fragrances for winter overall. It is a little bit too heavy, too spicy for, you know, summer heat, so now is the best time to wear it. So yes, Café Cabanel, fantastic fragrance. And next I have Areej by Mardi, and I've talked about it quite a bit on my channel, you know, guys, but this I feel like was my first or second purchase from Parfums de Mardi. I think it was very early days of me doing YouTube that I bought it and fell in love. And this is kind of like Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford, okay, but it's more wet. And that tobacco has like a cherry facet. Many people say that, and me included, that they smell cherry. Like my mom, my aunt that I remember really liked it. She also said that she smells cherry. So yeah, gorgeous fragrance. It is marketed for men again, but for me it's way more feminine actually. But in general, to me, it's very sweet. Okay, this is very sweet. Beautiful tobacco. Like, this is one of the best tobaccos ever, right along with Tobacco L'Or from Dior. This is it. This is the ish when you want a good tobacco, especially, you know, very sweet one, wet one, mixed with a lot of vanilla. Don't be afraid of this fragrance. I think if you like heavier scents, you are not gonna regret it. Also, it's way cheaper, I think, than Tom Ford. So skip on Tom Ford, get yourself Parfums de Marly. Also, you get 125 ml here, and the projection and longevity are fantastic. In general, you should definitely try, if you can, the men's selection of Marly, because they are perfectly unisex in my opinion. So yes, Areej is definitely my favorite. I also love Eau Jaune, but since I have so many fragrances alike, I just didn't get to purchasing it. This one, Areej, is definitely unique in my collection. Very sweet, very sweet. So I think if you like sweet, you're gonna love it. So that is Areej. And next I have a designer, and I know they just released a newest version of it, but I kind of feel like this is better. And for the price of that newest release, guys, this is just, I laughed it off, honestly. Like in one of my videos recently, I laughed it off because of the price. So I think, yeah, you are okay with sticking to this previous version, which is Black Opium Extreme from YSL. There's, of course, Parfum that I just talked about. Skip it, the price is stupid. This is a little bit better price-wise, so I do recommend it, especially if you go to Look Fantastic, which I will link below. The prices can be good, like decent-ish. So the Extreme version is way more dark and dry comparing to the original. So you get way more coffee. There is, of course, that patchouli that I usually do not love, but here it works. And of course you get much more amped up typical Black Opium DNA comparing to the OG. So I think you get a very good bang for your buck, because this is truly way more intense, way more long lasting. I'm not gonna say it's like, you know, 12 hours plus like Harrod can be, but it's still very decent. Like 7-8 hours you will get for sure. And, you know, even though I'm not the fan of DNA in general, this one I really do like, because it's just so sexy, like so delicious and captivating. I wouldn't call it a gourmand, even though there's, of course, vanilla and coffee. I wouldn't call it a gourmand at all. It's like a dry, sweet white floral. Very, very nice. This is very nice. So I wear it often. And yeah, who would have thought I would like a Black Opium, but this one is truly good. So that is the Black Opium Extreme from YSL. Next, I have another Navitus, and this to me is like the perfect winter fragrance if you like chocolate and if you like slightly boozy, gloopy accords, you're gonna love it. This is Chocolate Queen from Navitus again, and this has been created by the lovely Gabby here on YouTube. If you don't follow her, you absolutely have to. She created this fragrance with Bertrand de Chevaux, and they really made it work for me. It's not your typical chocolatey fragrance. There's so much more to it, because you get dulce de leche, you get Irish cream, you know, so you get that caramelly, milky. It is just so good, so good. There's also a lot of like nuttiness to it, like a dry nuttiness. Really good fragrance. I would say it's dry because of the nuttiness, but also gloopy because of that dulce de leche in here. So, you know, you get a lot of contradicting facets, but they work so well together. Yeah, I really like it. The longevity and projection are very good, and of course you can use my discount code purchasing this. So let's say you want to get this and this oud one that I love, Luxe Absolu, you're gonna get free shipping, if I'm not mistaken, when you get more than one bottle. So that you don't have to worry about. And yeah, the discount code gets you quite a bit of money off. So Chocolate Queen, if you like chocolate, but again, don't be surprised if it's not a straight up chocolate here, because there's more to it. All right, the chocolate is like not in the background, but it's not like the most prominent note. There's like this, you know, nutty, caramelly touch to it. So, you know, those notes are very intense here, along with chocolate. So yeah, Chocolate Queen, fantastic fragrance. Okay, what do we have next? I have only 2 more fragrances. I've been quick today. So this one, I adore. I adore this. If you are looking for a perfect amber fragrance, again, sweet, a little bit gourmand leaning, you're gonna love it. You're also gonna love the fact that I do have a discount code for this brand, so check it out. I know that so many of you have tried this brand thanks to my videos, which makes me so happy, because I truly fell in love, truly fell in love. This is one of those brands that are The fragrances are just so unique, and they are lovely when it comes to the concept, the bottles, the sustainability, that's what I mean. Ambre Khandjar from Nuit Nomade, another one that I am just hooked on. This is, to me, way better than Jardin's The Misfar, which is a very date-oriented ambery fragrance. I prefer Ambre Khandjar, personally. I still love Misfar, but Ambre Khandjar is so much better for me. It's the same collection in the, you know, like this greenish entourage to it with green plaque. This to me is just so nice. Great mixer with other fragrances. If you love that, you know, oriental amber, but still it's very contemporary and very wearable. So I think if you like amber, this will be a good blind buy. If you like fragrances like Olympia Intense from Paco Rabanne, which, you know, I die for, you're gonna love this. Trust me, this is a step up. This is, you know, something a little bit more sophisticated, with good ingredients. Also, I love the brand because they are so sustainable. When you look at their packaging, which I don't have with me now, but it's, you know, there's no plastic, it's all cardboard. It is very easy to recycle or reuse because they're pretty as well. So I really like that, and I truly want to support the most the brands that are sustainable these days. So yeah, this really requires your love because you're going to be so happy with Ambre Khandjar. Very good lasting power, and in general, check out the brand, you will not regret it. So my code is down below for you. So that's that. And last but not least, again, I do have a discount code. I always try to put fragrances that I have discounts for until they last. So don't hate me for it, guys. These codes are for you to be used, okay? And I truly love them, so what can I do? It's not like, you know, I am connected to those brands or anything, but yeah, I just really love them, and they were kind enough to get the discount codes within the whole PR package. So yeah, that's it. I hope that's understandable for you. So yeah. Anyways, this is Sora Dora Mandorle, and even though Sora Dora has such good fragrances in general, if you like those heavier fragrances, you go to Sora Dora to get them, okay? This I think is my favorite. This was my first one, and I think it's my favorite till this day. It has good competitors within the brand, but this one is just to die for. If you love almonds, if you love woody, if you love, again, that cherry accord, it really reminds me of my favorite fragrance from Goldfield and Banks, which is Silky Woods. Very similar, very similar vibe, but Sora Dora has a lot of almonds and that cherry facet that almond can sometimes give. This is in here. It is so smoky, so delicious. It's like you mix the dried woods with a lot of sweetness. Just to die for. Very strong fragrance, be aware, it's very strong. So I don't think you need to overspray with this because it's really strong. And phenomenal creation from Sora Dora. It is going to be perfect for those winter months up till the March, I think. Yeah, it's gonna totally work. So you have to get it. Also, it blends beautifully with my fragrance, Venom of Love, which of course is back in stock in Europe and the US, so you can get it now with my discount code again. Yeah, if you have Venom of Love, you can totally mix it with Mandorle and you're gonna be in love. Trust me, this is a good combo. So this is it. I love Mandorle, and Mandorle wraps up our video and list for today. Let me know what are your favorite winter, like specifically winter fragrances that you love using when it's very cold outside. These are mine at the moment and the ones that I really recommend. And thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye!
Ooh, baby,